Hello YouTube, Grindog Chef here. Welcome to part 27 of our Everton Let's Play on FIFA 18. As I've said plenty of times, this isn't just a 1 or 2 season deal. This is a long campaign to try and get the best team in the world. And today we will be tackling Crystal Palace and Luton Town in round 16 of the Emirates FA Cup. Last episode we beat Stoke away at 3-1, and that was absolutely fantastic. Also last episode we challenged Leicester but only managed just to get a draw, which has slowed down our league progress and given West Ham a bit of an edge on maybe contesting for the title. West Ham and Everton are the two big boys today in the Premier League, and we haven't looked at the table for a while, so let's have a cheeky peek. Okay guys, so you just had a quick look there, but also we've got Everton at the top. Everyone, to be fair, West Ham have played 2 more games than us. We can easily pull away if we don't get battered. And 56 points, followed by West Ham on 55. Then Spurs, Liverpool and Manchester City are not impressing their fans at all, with 47, 43 and only 42 points for Manchester City. And then we have Chelsea, 41 points. Looks like Jose Mourinho from Manchester United might be out at the end of this season with 34 points only. Followed by Arsene Wenger, who might be leaving Arsenal as well with 34 points. And that's about all she wrote, guys. The bottom 3 are actually looking a bit more sensible now, to be honest. We've got Newcastle in 18th, that's alright. Crystal Palace in 19th, that's sort of sensible. And Huddersfield at the bottom, which is a shame because I like Huddersfield, but it is sort of correct. And then we've got Watford, Burnley and Brighton just on the verge of possible relegation. But I think Brighton and Burnley might be pretty much safe. Watford could be challenging though there. Leicester somehow beat us and they're 12th in the Premier League. So in this episode today, guys, we're going to be playing Crystal Palace, and then I'm going to be doing the same as I did with the last couple of episodes with the FA Cup. I'm going to be playing the game off camera and showing you guys the match highlights, but after this I will be playing all of the FA Cup games as well. So if you want to have a quick look at the FA Cup standing as well, that's not an issue, guys. So the FA Cup draws, we actually got quite lucky in our draws. So if we have a look, it's Crystal Palace and Bournemouth, and whoever wins out of that, I'm going to say Bournemouth will be we will be playing if we beat Luton Town Football Club as well in the quarterfinals. We have Leeds against Chelsea. I'm going to be calling Chelsea on that. Manchester United against Leicester. Obviously, I'm going to be calling Manchester United. Spurs on Reading. I'm going to be calling Spurs. Manchester City on West Ham. I'm going to be calling Manchester City. Norwich on Forest, I'm going to call Norwich, but Forest could have the edge there as well. And then, obviously, just, oh shit, I forgot it's Bristol City against Freeport, I can't remember, but I'm going to be calling Bristol City for that anyway, against the League 2 side. And honestly, I think we can make it to the final here, guys. I think, honestly, I probably am going to be playing Chelsea or Manchester United in the semi-finals, and then I reckon it's going to be between Manchester City and Tottenham to contest with me in the final if we make it there, guys. Anyway, let's get into the video. We've talked enough now, and I'm going to be making a change or so. If you guys, if I didn't cover it last episode, I can't particularly remember, but we have got another injury. I did cover it last episode. It's actually named after it, and it's new man down, guys. Kimmich is out for the rest of the season, 3 months, and it is unfortunate as well. He might be able to play the last 2 games, I'm not sure, but it is a shame. So we're going to have to play Luke Shaw and just retrain a little bit for that right back position because he can't tackle it at the moment. Wayne Rooney's really not impressed me at all, and this is going to be his final chance to impress me. Martinez, I need you fully ready for the FA Cup, my friend. So Sandro, you're going to be there, and if Wayne Rooney doesn't impress me today, then we're going to be swapping first team for Sandro, and then Wayne Rooney's going to be in the FA Cup, and we're going to put Martinez on the bench as well. But we're going to keep the team pretty much how it is and just swap out Klassen, who didn't impress too much last game, for Alina, and there we have it, guys. Let's play the match.
Welcome everybody. Martin Tyler along with Alan Smith. Alan, looking forward to it today.
Yeah, I think so, Martin. There's a really good buzz in the air here.
at Goodison Park, guys, undefeated still, and only 13 Premier League games remaining in the season, so at least 13 more episodes. There's probably going to be about 15-16 more episodes in this season, guys. The Everton fans are absolutely thrilled at how their team is performed. Grindog Chef's happy and confident about today.
They have had some tremendous performances at home.
10 wins, 3 draws and 0 losses. The only undefeated team at home. And let's have a look.
But the traditionalists will be delighted that they've stayed at Goodison Park to this point.
Goodison Park is indeed my lucky charm, Mr. Alan Smith. I will say that much. Ashley Williams with a good interception, passing it out to Sigurdsson now. We might see Timo Werner, who have actually changed because he hasn't passed too much as well. And he shoots, and it's a goal! Timo Werner to open it up straight away in the first few minutes with a Crystal Palace kickoff nonetheless as well. A beautiful Ashley Williams tackle, a Gylfi Sigurdsson beautiful little through ball, and a first-time second volley there, and there we have it in the side netting. It's been a bit of a dry streak for Timo Werner, but I have changed his role now as well. He's still striking, obviously, but I've put him to run behind enemy lines, and it looks like it's actually worked quite well. The opponent's defense didn't really have much of a chance with the amount of pace he has.
And here they are on the attack.
When he's not on his own up front, he falls back a bit too much for my liking, especially when we don't have fast strikers as well. So it's a good job that I've got him running through, and he's not going to win that ball, but it's okay. He's already scored 1 today, and it's his 16th goal in the Premier League, followed by Sanchez, I believe, with 10 goals in second. Sanchez from Arsenal, the second top goal scorer in the Premier League. There we go, Timo Werner on the ball. We're going to find Gylfi Sigurdsson out wide, though, making some nice room for himself. And we see Ross Bartley in the box, so we're just going to whip it in, and he just can't get there. But Schneiderlin gives it to Timo Werner, who's going to have a strike, and it gets blocked nicely.
Loftus-Cheek.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek is an absolutely fantastic player in this game as well, and I was gonna think about bringing him in, but he's a bit of a generic player that a lot of people bring in on their YouTube Let's Plays, and I want to keep this a bit different. I don't believe that many, if any, other YouTubers are going to be doing, you know, a career mode that's going to last this long, because a lot of them either restart their season with a different team, or they keep changing it. But I like to see the progression of my team over FIFA, and I like to see how everything changes. We see Timo Werner making a little bit of a run, but not too much of one. But, oh, there we go. Gylfi Sigurdsson get challenged nicely as well. Just the toes get through. Wayne Rooney to Timo Werner, who's found space possibly again, and strikes! Oh, it comes off the post! I thought that was going in for sure. Timo Werner looking sharp today, doing some reflex training and getting some space. And absolutely fantastic football.
Into the attacking third.
If anybody would be interested as well, by the way, guys, I might start another FIFA Let's Play. I might not, because there's a lot of new games coming out which I'm going to be wanting to play. And please go check them out when they do come out. Next week I'll be playing Assassin's Creed Origins and Wolfenstein The New Colossus as well. Them 2 games are coming out next Friday, and I'll be playing them all day with you guys on YouTube. But if I do decide to do another FIFA Let's Play, it might be something a bit different, and I might do Barcelona in the Premier League. And the reason for that is because here we go, Ross Bartley got some space, is because Barcelona have actually been rumoured to get some independence in the region of Spain that they're in, and it's Rooney! Oh! A decent shot, but again, not good enough for me. Rooney needs to score today, or at least put in some good assists. So yes, Catalonia, the region where Barcelona FC is, are voting for independence, which would force them out of the Liga BBVA. and that would possibly put them into the Premier League at some point in the next couple of years, or possibly this year, but highly doubtful that it would be this year. And if that had happened, it would be interesting to see what would go down. So I might be starting that FIFA campaign as well, but I highly doubt it at the moment, at least, just because of all the new games that will be coming out. Don't be expecting it next week though, guys. It won't. It will be in the future. It's just an idea that I'm having at the moment, and I might do. It's looking good, this move. Timo Werner to make a bit of space, but gets challenged. He gets closed down really nicely, and that's the first half, guys. It went quite well for us. Goodison Park, the defenders of Goodison Park we are, and that's what we're known as now in this Let's Play. I've said it many times, and I like to think that we're known as the defenders of Goodison Park. Absolutely fantastic first bit of football. We've had a lot of possession as well over Crystal Palace, and obviously that's what I'm expecting against someone who's in relegation and wanting that sort of... Oh, nearly Timo Werner again. I'm wanting that sort of result anyway. At least a couple more goals as well. We see Ashley Williams is going to have a crack, and it does go over the bar. The centre-back can't finesse it into the back of the net, but that's not a problem at all. I'm not quite sure why he's outside the box. I'd be expecting Williams to be in the box with a good header. Maybe Wayne Rooney outside the box for a long shot, but Niasen is through, and he's done a Townsend through ball, and he puts it over the net. Oh no! Andy Townsend, the former Spurs youngling, couldn't even put it on target and just smashes it over there. That is unfortunate. I can say that, guys. Oh dear. Here we go. We've given it to Leighton Baines to put it down to Gylfi-Sigurdsson to see Timo Werner. And Timo Werner gets put down in a dangerous position where Wayne Rooney's actually going to be taking the shot as well.
Well, there's still time to hit back in this game, and they're going to try and do it.
And it does come off the wall. I'm not going to blame Wayne Rooney for that, because my free kicks aren't big on this game. I do know that, guys. He whips it in though, and it couldn't go anywhere. We're going to put it back down to him for a second opportunity to redeem himself, and all of his crosses are just going outside the box. Not what I'm wanting at all, but we have a second shot, and it was offside, but also Michael Keane put it wide as well. Nisad's challenge for the header, and he wins it by chesting the ball down. It's looking promising, this opening here. Don't push out my defence. Keep the line strong, guys. And we've got Luke Shaw at right back. Let's see how he does here, guys. Just a pass around him.
Going forward well.
Michael Keane can't really do much. They could be through, and Ashley Williams with an easy interception and poor passing from the Crystal Palace side. Ross Bartley anyway to give it to Morgan Schneiderlin, to pass it down to Werner, to give it to Gylfi-Sigurdsson, and he could see Werner possibly breaking through with his pace, but he gets body blocked by the big defender.
Townsend. They've cut the pass out there, and maybe that will ease
Gylfi-Sigurdsson to pass it to Werner, back to... There we go, Sigurdsson back on the ball. A nice bit of skill there. Finds Werner to have a shot. And I don't know if that was even going to be on target. It looked like it was going quite high. Andy Townsend, someone who's not done too great. And we find Ross Barkley through on goal. And he puts it in to probably just make sure that Everton win. Right, there we go, guys. 69th minute. And it's 2-0 up. Let's give some younglings a nice chance on the ball. We actually don't have any younglings. Let's put Morales on and take off Rooney for Sancho. I'm sorry, Rooney, you've just not cut it for me this season. I might try you at Cam at some point, but I wouldn't be betting on it. Michael Keane for Retsos, who hasn't had much this game, so let's bring him on and see what goes on.
They're 2 ahead. Well, their work has made this goal almost inevitable.
Ross Bartley with a great goal before he...
creating chances for fun out there.
Before the new substitutions come on, but Ross Bartley's still on the ball. Alian's actually played quite a good game as well. I haven't seen him mess up anything at all. He's played quite well. I'm quite impressed with how the 73-year-old from Spain is doing. And it's a nice challenge there. Ross Bartley to give it through. We find Timo Werner possibly to break through again. It looks like he could still recover that ball. Maybe Andy lets it go out for a corner.
Well, they are behind,
So it's time for a change.
Put it into Kevin Morales off the bench, and it was nearly another goal for the substitution. He's a bit of our super sub, to be honest, Kevin Morales. And if you've seen last episode as well, I'm actually quite gutted because he's getting sold because of a mishap that I did, and he might perform really well, and it could have changed. I was going to sell him anyway in the next season, and he's not going until the next season starts, but if he plays really well, I would have kept him on. Strike, and it's a good save there by Rico, but it could be coming back, and Rico puts it onto the bar. What's going on? Oh, the scrappiness of that was absolutely dreadful, but finally goes out for a goal kick, and a nice safe one at that as well. Ross Bartley to recover the ball there. We find Sandro, who's going to find Kevin Morales, but gets intercepted there nicely. And some good passing. Wayne Kabai gets onto the ball to give it to Pledel. Is that how you pronounce it? Pledel? It's a weird name, Pledel. We give it Sandro to cut inside. Sandro, a bit of a super sub there. He's got space for himself, so he's going to strike, and it's a good save from the Crystal Palace keeper. Again, just put it into the middle of the box, and it looks like the keeper could be getting it, and he does. Oh dear, some bad passing there by Morales though, but it was a first time pass. And it looks like Red Sauce has regained the ball, gives it to Severn, who gives it to Sandro. Sandro with maybe a bit of tiki-taka there, but does get challenged because of a poor ball roll that I perform. And this could be the game now, guys. 2-0 at Goodison Park. Still the defenders, still the champions of the Premier League. And it looks like we might pull away from West Ham after all. And I'm feeling pretty comfortable in our league position right now. Obviously, top of the leaderboard, a good clear couple of points, and a game in hand.
2, Crystal Palace 0.
Okay guys, so I am quickly just going to skip ahead and show you guys the highlights of our next game against Luton Town in the round 16 of the FA Cup. Enjoy the game.
55 points. In third, Tottenham Hotspur.
Okay guys, like I do every episode, this is the team. We've got Martinez at striker, the FA Cup genius, Barco as well, and Elena. All the three new kids that I brought in are all playing this game. Tarashija and Schneiderlin. I absolutely butcher that name. I am so sorry guys, I really do butcher that name, Tarashija. I am sorry. Balassi, which might be a bit overkill against Luton Town. We've got Martina, Murray, Retsos, Robinson, who hasn't started a game yet, but he seems like a decent youth player who can handle himself in this sort of level, and Pickford going to be, you know, keeping him happy so he can be there for our reserve keeper. On the bench we've got Sancho, Vlasic, Evans and Grant, Rico, Folds and Williams. Just in case anything goes wrong, I can bring on Sandro and Williams if we're not defending correctly. Anyway guys, enjoy the game.
The top scorer in the league. What a match. And it's live.
26 minutes into the game, and Gylfi Sigurdsson hits the bar with a header, and it was a good opportunity to maybe open up the scoring there. We see Martinez, the highest scorer in the FA Cup, and he puts it away with an easy, nice shot, making it 1-0 to Everton at Goodison Park. Esquil Barco comes through, maybe with a great run, and his first goal at Everton, and what a nice goal it is, with a beautiful run, followed by a very nice shot as well. Mapanzu for Luton looks like he could be interesting here on the ball, has a crack, and it just glides wide. 2-0 still to Everton. In the 60th minute, it looks like Bolassi's looking good. It comes off of Morgan Schneiderlin just with a tap-in to rectify his goal, bringing on three players, also taking off Morgan Schneiderlin to rest him for the Everton game in 2 days. Taking off Yannick Balassi for Vlasic, also resting him, and putting on Grant as well, who's also played well in the FA Cup before. It's whipped in with a nice little ball there, and Ollie Lee has a shot and just dribbles wide once again. Martinez is here, but Barco's on it. He puts it to Martinez just for a tap-in to make sure he's the top goal scorer in the FA Cup. And what a clinical finish it is from the young Argentinian. Finally 4-0 to Everton, and we just have a crack from Evans, a great centre attacking midfielder that we've not had on the pitch much, and he plays well. That's the game, guys, and we are through to the next round. And let's have a look at the drawings. It looks like Bournemouth, I predicted right that Bournemouth won. Chelsea and Leeds haven't played yet. Oh no, they did play. It was just 0-0, which is unfortunate there for Chelsea. So Bournemouth won, I got that right. And Manchester United won, I got that correct as well. They'll be progressing to the quarters. And then we got Spurs that also won, I guessed that right. Now, hopefully, West Ham will beat Manchester City and then Spurs as well. And I won't put it past them with how they're doing in the league either today, guys. They're absolutely fantastic at second place, I believe, unless something's changed, and it hasn't, guys. So I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. And I will see you very, very shortly for episode 28, I believe it will be, where we come up against Arsenal and hopefully Watford, and we don't get the next FA Cup game here either, because that will be absolutely horrible. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon.